The Border Operative and Migrant Protection is a project aimed at building the capacity of border operatives in identifying and protecting the rights of migrants crossing the border in Nigeria. However, Dr. Arome stated that the reason why African Youth Growth Foundation (AYGF) was established is to reduce the abuse of rights of migrants and equally protecting the lives of migrants that migrated for business purpose or seeking for asylum when their life is under threat.
Madam Jennifer, the representative of the International Organization for Migration, Mr. Mecca, we are indeed grateful and delighted to have this event officially beginning. And indeed, as an organization, we are more than delighted to host you in our office. Capacity building of border operatives on migrant protection project is a project introduced by AYGF to build and enhance the capacity of border operatives on identifying, protecting, and respecting the rights, privileges, and dignity of migrants crossing Nigerian borders, beginning with 3 major borders as pilots. The selected borders are Seme, Jibia, and Ufom borders of Lagos, Katsina, and Cross River states, respectively. The project by AYGF is being supported by the European Union through the International Organization for Migration, IOM, under the EU IOM Initiative for Migrant Protection and Reintegration in Nigeria. It's also targeted at enhancing interagency cooperation for operational efficiency, zero corruption, and right abuses at the borders. The drivers of migrants' right abuses at the borders include ignorance of migrants' rights and dignity, poor technical and operational capacity, corruption, interagency rivalries and red tapeism, poor technological application, working conditions and incentives, poor oversight and ethical operational deficiencies, among others. Without adequately addressing the drivers of migrants' right abuses at the borders, efforts to engender international best practices in defending, protecting, and projecting the rights, security, and safety of migrants will be relatively or totally futile, both on the immediate and on the long run. While it is a truism that this project might not solve all the problems highlighted, it will, however, surely address some of the drivers of the problems. The training workshop, which is a direct response to the aforementioned issues raised, will be organized under strict COVID-19 preventive protocol, will also last for 4 days, involving 50 border operatives and border community stakeholders in each of the borders, to be facilitated by experienced and capable border management and human rights consultants, with expected deliverables of at least 70% of the targeted border operatives working at the border adhere to migrant protection principles, and at least 50% reduction in cases of migrant abuses at the targeted borders. Objectives of the project: 1. Enhance knowledge and understanding of border operatives on issues of migrants' rights. 2. Raise consciousness of border operatives on the need to operate within the existing national, regional, and international protocol on protection of migrants. 3. Facilitation of operational efficiency and interagency cooperation at the borders. 4. Monitoring, evaluation, and reporting of compliance by border operatives. 5. Improve migrant protection and human rights conditions in Seme, Lagos State, Jibia in Katsina State, and Ufam, Cross River State. The project is directly relevant to and consistent with the logical implementation of National Policy on Migration Action Plan and the EU-IM Joint Initiative on Migrant Protection and Reintegration in Nigeria, including the newly introduced National Border Management Strategy, by the Nigerian Immigration Service, 2019 to 2023. According to Section 4.4 of National Policy on Migration, the first paragraph states, and I quote, "Effective border management is essential to a good national migration system," end of quote. In the same section, under objective for border management, the objective A states, under quote, "to ensure that border management personnel are properly trained in migration issues, border control mechanisms, and the securitization of cross-border migration, thereby improving their administrative efficiency," end of quote. Also, objective B states, "to ensure that migrants are adequately protected at the borders." In the same vein, according to the second to the last objective of EU-IM Joint Initiative on Migrant Protection and Reintegration in Nigeria, it says clearly, and I quote, "strengthen capacities of state and non-state actors in protection and migration governance," end of quote. This again shows the relevance of this project in the area of capacity building for border security operatives and the need to provide protection for migrants along the land borders as contained in the reference EU-IM strategic document. The Nigerian Immigration Act 2015, as amended, Part 9, Part 10, and Part 11 explicitly provided for the protection of migrants. Participating stakeholders under this project: we have the Nigerian Immigration Service, the Ministry of Interior, the Nigerian Customs Service, the Nigerian Army, Port Health, the Nigerian Police Force, the Interpol, the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and IDPs, the National Human Rights Commission, we equally have NAPTIP, border and migrant communities, among others. The prayer we have for the media and members of the public: the success of the capacity building of border operatives and migrant protection projects will be predicated and strongly determined by the collective efforts, support, and goodwill of the media and members of the public, particularly in highlighting and reporting rights abuses and best practices by operatives at our borders. This, we believe, will raise the consciousness of border operatives on the need to operate within the existing national, regional, and international protocol of protection of migrants. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, AYGF sincerely thank you for your attention and coverage at this auspicious briefing. Thank you so much.
National Migration Action Plan under the EU-IOM Initiative for Migrants Protection and Reintegration. Its main focus is in the protection of migrants, whether regular or irregular, bearing in mind the fundamental human rights contained in the Constitution, which include right to life and right to dignity of the human person. Participants to this capacity building are therefore urged to show dedication because of this exercise, as better management of migration not only places Nigeria in a better position to reap the developmental benefits of migration, but also indicates Nigeria's commitment to the SDGs and the Global Compact on Migration. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Once more, I bring you greetings from the Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, Mr. Tony Ojukwu Esquire. The act that enables the Commission has enabled us to liaise and cooperate with international and local organizations, in order to enhance the protection and the promotion of human rights in Nigeria. And that's one of the reasons why the Commission is partnering with AYGF to enhance the protection of the rights of migrants at the borders. Like the Executive Secretary always says, it says that the image we see at the the border is the image that people will have of us as Nigerians. So there is need to educate the border personnel on, first, the rights of migrants, and secondly, on how to make sure these rights are protected. There is need to make them to be aware that these persons have rights, be it like irregular or regular migrants, they all have rights. The Commission also commends AYGF for the great job it's doing in protecting the rights of the migrants. So we believe that this training will cause the border personnel to know what these rights are and also how they can go about protecting those rights. Thank you very much.
Michael Chide reporting from GTV Africa, Abuja.